The genesis of this show is almost as dramatic as the play itself. It began in 1967 when Dana Broccoli accompanied her husband, Cubby Broccoli, on a location search for the movie they were going to produce, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And they went to Spain and into Toledo. And Dana was fascinated by a story she was told by a guide when she was visiting a castle about this young girl, Florinda. She was so fascinated, she went home and over the next 2 years wrote a novel. And Cubby always thought it was a very dramatic story and suggested that she find a composer and a lyricist and turn this into a musical.
The story itself is so spellbinding that you sometimes could hear a pin drop in the audience. It's very interesting how involved they get.
I dreamed I'd conquer nations. I'd have power, wealth and fame. Men would flock to me for guidance. I would bask in their acclaim. And somehow, to my surprise, my dream came true.
La Cava is a big epic tale, big epic musical, very similar to Man of La Mancha, Les Miserables, Camelot, all thrown together in one, in a big swashbuckling tale of love, hate and revenge.
And we'll hold it for 200 more. We will keep it secure from barbarian swine. It's a place I am proud to call mine.
It's a fantastic tale because it's a tale that's never been told. And it's a story that everyone who comes into the theatre would have heard.
The character of Florinda is a young girl who learns all the lessons there are to learn in life. She goes through some huge traumas. She starts off fairly innocent, and then she's thrown into all sorts of very, very difficult situations, and with the influence of a character called Aegon, decides to overthrow the king, basically.
Fragile fingers of flesh and bone tear a king from his gilded throne.
There is no other character like it in musical theatre for a girl, I believe, and I'm very excited about that. Of all the songs that I have to sing in the show, which thankfully are a lot, my favourite is the one that I sing in the Orange Grove.
Something's growing in my heart, something stronger than the hate. I can't keep it back or even hold it still. I feel it flooding through my blood, I can't deny the thrill. I won't lie.
It's all about saying goodbye to the love that I had and embracing a new love, and it's so beautifully written. I think it's gorgeous, and I think it's a hit song.
As I feel my spirit stir, let me love, Lord, as I loved you. But a different drum, a beating time, another mountain I must climb, though you will stay forever in my secret heart. I must let my feelings fly. I won't know unless I try, and I know it's time to say goodbye.
initially when we first, when I first came on board and we were discussing the piece, my role was basically to stage and give the piece a feel. It was not intended to ever be a big dance show. It certainly hasn't become a complete dance show, but the dance element has grown because it became a much more fascinating exercise than we all anticipated. In contrast to the more restrictive view of the ladies within these walls, when Florinda eventually does get to escape the castle for the day, we needed to create a new space, and a less claustrophobic space, which was also very exciting for her. It had to be somewhere that she'd never been, you know. It had to be something new and revelation to her. The bazaar scene, the section where we go to the souk, is full of colour and is a multicultural mix.
Sitting in the auditorium and watching the show with an audience who have never heard the story before is the most fulfilling experience that I've had.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant.
You know, the audience is on the edge of their seat wanting to find out how the story unfolds. And the wonderful thing about the story is it constantly surprises.
Well, I didn't know what to expect, but I thought it was very good, very unexpected.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I just hope they get an ovation like this every night.
We found the reactions to be absolutely storming. It was fantastic.
It was absolutely brilliant. I was very pleased with it.
Marvellous.
We're playing at the Victoria Palace currently, and it's a wonderful theatre to be in. It's got a lot of history. It's very convenient. It's right by Victoria Station, which pretty much all tube stations go to, and a lot of mainline stations too. It's very handy for me because it means I can get the bus home to Oxford every night, which is great. And it's a nice atmosphere.